Hey guys, good morning. Today I will have a chance to drive a Tesla car. If you've seen our vlog, last time we were here, 2019, we had a chance to visit one of those Tesla um, service center, and we had a chance to ride on a Model X, but I did not really, I wasn't brave enough to to drive it. So today I will have that chance to drive it, and I'll just share with you what's the experience, because all my life I have just been driving, a regular combustion car. So I'll share with you how different this is and what's the experience. All right, so join me. Okay, so you've seen the car, and this is the key. Let's get in. So you tap here.
Lower.
Nice. And then opens. So this is the model what? The Model 3. Look at this. There's no frame. Okay, let's get in. What are the similarities with the regular car? Well, the same electronically controlled seat adjustment, power windows, the usuals. So let's get in. And as soon as you get in, you put this here, the key here. All right.
Lamig.
Let's close the door. Oh, you notice that when you open the door, when you unlock it, see the window slightly goes down. See, and then when you close it, closes up. Cool. All right. So first things first, heated seat. Turned on because it's what, it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit here in Houston, and I was born, raised, and I got old in the Philippines. I'm not used to this temperature, so malamig. So now I can feel the heat. All right, let's start. So of course, same pedals, brake and accelerator. You can't call this as the gas pedal because there's no gas. All right, so step on the brake, and this is, well, the first time I got in here, I was looking for the shift lever. Walang cambio kasi nandito pala ang cambio. There it is. And then the usual signal light. All right, so step on the brake. We'll go straight to driving. I will show you later the details, the nifty details of the features. Right now I'm excited to drive this, so I'll just play with the basic switches that I need for me to be able to drive. So again, here's the lever. Step on the brake, and then it still follows the typical arrangement, PRND, right? You know what I'm saying. So park, reverse, neutral, and drive. So we put it on, currently it's on P, so we press this down. What happened?
Now it's on
Now it's on drive. Push it up. Now it's on reverse, I mean. Nice. See that? All right, so let's move out of the garage. Release the brake, it's not gonna move. That's the first thing I noticed. Unlike the regular car, when you release the brake, it will start moving, right? So this one, the Tesla car, will not move until you step on the accelerator. Okay, all right. So oops, forgot to put on my seatbelt. Okay, let's go. So just like, you know, the usual the common feedback when you drive an electric car, the first thing you feel kind of weird is that the car starts moving and you don't hear anything. So reverse. Okay, now drive. Nice. See, so quiet. Cool. You don't hear anything except the wheels, the road. Okay. Whoops. See, it suddenly slows down. I was only releasing the accelerator. So they call it regen. It regenerates. So when you actually, let me speed up a little bit. So when you actually speed up like that and you release the accelerator, see, it decelerates, it slows down, it actually regenerates, it charges the battery. So in effect, if you are comparing it with a regular combustion car, that's the engine brake, that's the equivalent of the engine brake. So somehow you have to adjust. Like there's a stop sign there, right? There's a stop sign. You should release the accelerator slowly. So it's like stepping on the brake slowly, because if you release the accelerator that fast, you would feel that sudden stop or sudden brake. So let's make a U-turn. So nice. Look at the turning radius, so small, which is good. See, if you look at here, it will show you avatars of the car that you will pass by. See, there's one car here on the right, there's one car in the front. So it tells me that this system here, there's a camera here, is doing a very active job of scanning all the surroundings. So see, we are now fully stopped because there's a stop sign. I did not step on the brake.
It's a triple camera
here. Oh, so this one has 3 cameras, and it's doing all the sensing of the images around it.
So a total of 8 around the car.
So 3 here, and then there's 4 around that provides you the 360 view. Where do we go? We turn left. Nice. Let's go to
By the lake.
Let's go by the lake at Will Clayton, so we can go a little faster. Alright. Well, and another thing I noticed is that when you use the signal light here, the signal light lever, the turn signal. Yeah, in America they call it turn signal. In the Philippines we call it signal light. You don't really feel, when you press it, you don't really feel a mechanical clicking like you switch on a mechanical switch. It's just like you pressed a button. this way. And then after you make the turn, it automatically turns off the turn signal. And since it's not a mechanical switch, you don't feel a mechanical click that it went back. So that was one of those weird feeling, because you know you're used to driving a regular car, and when you make a turn, you use the turn signal, and then when you finally get to your when you're done with your turn, it's just normal for you to, you know, you kind of wait for that clicking sound that that tells you that the turn signal went back to its original position. This one doesn't have it because, like I said, it's not a mechanical switch. So let's go a little bit faster. We are now in Will Clayton, and Lake Houston is on the right. I'm looking at it as 50, but it's actually 80 kilometers per hour already. May speed limit ba dito?
Okay lang.
Nice.
Because it's quiet. Nobody can hear it.
Nice. The interior is nice. I like the lumbar support. Ganda ng position, ng driving position mo. Like you're in a race mode. Okay. See? Now I'm already able to adjust. I'm releasing the accelerator slowly. Unlike the first time I drove this, I mean a while ago, when I released the gas pedal. Alam mo yung sanay ka na you're fast, and then you see up ahead there's a traffic light, and then your tendency is to release the accelerator, right? So that tipid ka na sa gas, and then nag-glide ka na lang. This one will not glide too far, because that gliding effect will be used to regenerate the battery. It's like, you know, yung bata tayo, yung lumang bisikleta na naka-dynamo ang ilaw.
Ooh, there's another Tesla.
Oh, there's another Tesla. Model S.
3. The same.
3. Oh, cannot make a U-turn here. So there's a lot of construction here. Look at the avatar. See? Show the screen. See? These are the cars parked on the side. Nice. So I have a big iPad here. What's this? They have a party?
No, open house.
Open house.
I think they're selling the house.
So with the regen effect, it's like you don't really need to step on the brake anymore. So it's so relaxing. So you just step on the gas, you move, release it for if you need to slow down, you want to fully stop, just let it go. I think when you drive this, you will only use the brake when really necessary. But if you're just driving smoothly, cruising, you probably won't even need to step on the brake. So how cool is that? Okay, reverse. So similar with a regular car, before you can shift, you have to step on the brake, right? So from reverse going to D, so D is down there. Nice. So walang cambio dito, wala kang paglalaruan. So I learned to drive, I think at, I forgot what age, but I think I was around grade 4, grade 5, and I was trained by my dad driving manual. So nakaugalian ko ng yung kamay ko is somewhere here, you know, na pinaglalaruan yung shift stick. So this one, your hand, my hand is totally free. Okay, let's go back. Nice neighborhood. Okay, let's go a little faster. What else? What else is the difference? Suspension, adjustable ba yung suspension ito?
No, it's a coil.
Coil lang siya.
But eventually, it's gonna go air suspension.
Oh.
Since the price of the car is too much for the masses, they don't want to put a lot of features
I see.
in the car to make it affordable.
So right now, this itong default setting ng suspension, it kinda reminds me of my old Honda Civic 2006, the FD. Medyo similar. So it's kinda sporty, but yung upuan is so much more comfortable. Yung sa Civic, medyo stiff yung upuan eh. But the suspension itself, how it responds to the road, halos pareho, which is good. But of course, when you turn, wala tong oversteer or understeer. Well, probably there is, pero I don't feel it. Kasi all fours are turning, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So parang all-wheel drive siya or four-wheel drive. Let's go for one more quick one. Ma-addict na ako dito, bitawan. Iwi ko na to sa Maynila. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so we're back here and I'm going to set this to P. You just press this. I don't know if you heard that. There's some noise at the back. I think it's the handbrake that just got engaged. Now you can leave the car. Right? Cool. Okay, so right now I have an expert here beside me. We'll show you some of the details of the features. So probably we'll start with how you can adjust the steering wheel.
Okay, so first off, you go to the quick controls. Here it is. And to adjust the steering wheel, just press this one. Okay. And then the driver needs to adjust.
So you have like a universal cursor here, just like a computer, right? So you set it there and then this will, see? Look at that. Cool. And then what?
The other side.
The other side.
Yeah.
So that's how you move the steering wheel up and down, and then there's a left and right option here also. That is for the telescopic adjustment if you want to move the steering wheel closer to you or away from you. All right, cool. What else?
Also adjusting your or folding your mirrors. Just press that.
Ooh.
And to unfold, press the same.
Nice.
And to adjust your mirror, just that one, and then
here again, this one again. Nice. See that? So everything is here. Everything is in this big iPad. And this is your controls. So you see there is no separate switch here that you would normally see from, you know, a regular car. Okay,
so
what else?
It's all minimalist. Everything controls is going to be in the driver interface or DI, they call this. Driver or user interface, UI is same. And then you have your lock.
So let's see how the adjustments that we can do with the AC.
Okay, so you could press the fan and it'll open up the main menu for the AC system, and also you could change this into dog mode or camp mode to regulate the cabin temperature. Pag may aso ka, hindi magkakaroon ng heat
stroke. Okay.
Stroke ang aso mo.
So in case iniwan mo yung aso mo dito sa loob ng car.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
anong difference dun sa camp?
Camp mode, you just want to be in the park, and then just, you know, sitting down or laying down inside your car.
Okay.
Pwede ka mag-ano.
So parang pag tambay-tambay ka lang sa loob ng kotse.
Yes.
Okay.
That saves a lot of energy too, not using so much of the battery.
Instead of using the regular AC mode.
Yes.
Okay.
Tapos ito, this is where you change the fan.
Wow, so
and
strong.
This is where you adjust left to right yung vent.
Yeah, this one is really cool. Look at that. Yung vent is actually right here. Look at the design. Very minimalist, right? And the AC vents are actually hidden here. So as you can see here dito sa driver interface niya, you can just drag the direction. See? Up, down, left,
then you can
right.
split.
And you can split. How cool is that? Oh my god. So yung mga vents niya dito are really smart. Hindi mo na siya ima-manual na kakapain mo pa and set it to the direction. So dual mode na din siya. So there's also a separate set of levers there, yung AC vents there. Tapos you can control individually. All right, that's for the AC. What else?
Okay, quick controls. So driving, since earlier nasa comfort mode tayo, and then we could just change this to steering mode to sports.
My god, can you just imagine, a while ago it was already too fast for me, pero naka comfort mode pa lang yun, hindi pa siya standard at hindi pa siya sport. So just imagine ko naka sport mode. Kanina in just a few seconds we reach what, 80 miles per hour, tapos binitawan ko na.
Then regen, low or standard. Standard you could feel right away pag nilet off mo yung feet mo sa accelerator. Mafe-feel mo yung medyo may jerking, but
yun yung kanina naka-standard na talaga
naka-standard na yun.
Yun sinasabi ko kanina na when you release the accelerator, mafe-feel mo na parang nagbe-brake na siya. Pero tama ba? The good thing about it is malakas din ang pag-regen mo, mas you can go farther in terms of miles.
Yes. So
pero why would a user or a driver select low just because ayaw mo nung ganong jerking, yung ganong reaction? Yun lang?
Yes, ang iba baka mahilo dahil constant yung
malikot.
Parang heavy foot, kumbaga yung ibang mga tao parang na-feel nila na mabigat yung paa mo mag axle and diesel. Parang same ang feeling.
Yeah, okay.
So mabigat na.
Got it. Tapos what else? Stopping mode.
Alright, now autopilot. So Tesla may ibang category yung autopilot system nila. Mayroon basic lang, and meron highway, and meron yung ngayon meron lang silang ni-release na beta, which is kahit camera ng mga stoplight, pag nag-red the car will stop, pag nag-green will go. Saka pwede na siya sa street, which is ang street ang pinakamahirap na ano ng computer kasi maraming
mas complex yung mga
images.
Yeah.
May mga tao, bahay, nagbebisikleta, kaya mahirap i-program. But ngayon it's getting there. Nasa beta release na. Next thing you know, full self driving na.
Yeah. Because yun nga, there are the number of Tesla cars running on the road are a lot more now. So the images that are being provided back to the mothership, as we call it in IT, mas yung pag-tune ng software, the AI thing, mas pulido na because of the additional data.
Yes,
that's correct.
So millions of cars, so millions of datas ang nakaka-capture. So machine learning mas mabilis na ang pag-learn ng machine. So
pag fine-tune nung ano. Okay, what else? Meron pa ba?
Navigation,
yeah, we all know that.
We all know that. Software. Okay, software, what's cool about Tesla, meron silang over-the-air update. Just like your phone, i-update mo lang sa bahay mo and then you should be good. Instead of going sa dealership just to update the software, eto every day, every week, may nag-release ng software updates ang Tesla. So, that's the big advantage that Tesla have. Mga konting adjustments sa mga features nila, then na pwede nilang i-update kaagad.
Yeah, so actually if you think about it, parang yung Tesla car is not really just a car. Parang siyang gadget, di ba? Parang one big complicated device na, you know, kailangan mo din ng software update, may mga minor fixes that can be done over the air, or you know, mga software releases lang. You just need to keep up with the patches.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's one. Navigation also, kung magsusupercharge ka ng sasakyan, they'll tell you, let's say punta ako dito, Huntsville, it'll give me the calculation and then it'll let me know kung how many
in 500 feet turn right onto
how many percent of battery ang matitira sa akin once I get there. So right now I have 2%. Very risky yan.
Risky na, yeah.
Kasi 2%. I would be safe 10%. Para ano. Pero may mga supercharging station around this route. Along this route, para hindi ka ano.
So very smart din yung information na ibibigay sa iyo when you look for a charging station. So hindi lang yung miles, it will automatically give you an estimate na ayan.
And then
2%.
sabi nila 2%, right? And then over here, stay below 70 miles per hour to reach the destination. Of course, depende yan sa driver kung paano ka mag-drive, mabilis ka ba, mabagal. So to save more energy, dapat pre-calculated mo na ang 70 miles per hour lang para hindi ka ma-drain.
Just like a regular combustion car, kapag mabigat ang paa mo, mahilig ka mag-heavy acceleration, mas makonsumo ka sa gas. Just like this one, makonsumo ka rin sa battery. So kailangan light-footed ka lang if you really want to save din naman sa consumption ng battery mo. Right? What else?
Okay, music. Tesla has its own streaming radios.
Right. Pero sabi mo, magagalaw mo lang to kapag ganito nakapark. Right?
No, yung mga games and
okay.
Watching Netflix. So ito sa radio, pwede kang yung phone mo, Spotify, or any radio, local radio mo, nandito. And then if you press this, one, yan na yung mga ibang features ng sasakyan, yung charging mo. Let's say we're at 94% miles, pwede ka mag-set ng limit pag nag-charge ka na magta-travel ka ng malayo, then put it on a trip, which is ma-maximize mo yung battery capacity mo. Pero kung daily ka lang, dyan lang.
Nice.
May web browser.
Okay. So right now this connects via LTE. So meron tong parang, may SIM card ba to?
Yes.
Okay.
And then eto entertainment, may mga games. You could do that. May Mario. Yan mga ang graphics ng instrument ng touchscreen, very high ang resolution niya. And then theater, they have Netflix, Hulu, Disney, YouTube.
So ito na yung pwede mong maggamit na to pag naka-park.
Yes.
And you can, so ima-match mo na to doon sa AC setup yung camping.
Yes, pwede.
Nice.
Habang nanonood ka,
Yeah.
habang nagcha-charge ka ng sasakyan, you could actually watch. So, and pretty much, saka may mga toys kung gusto mong pautot.
Sige. Oops.
Ang iba, pag nagta-turn signal lang, saka uutot para hindi alam ng nakasakay. I-turn signal mo.
Okay, let's try. Turn to the right. Cool. Left. Oh no. Mutot copy ha.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, that's it. Dito, one quick view dito. What do we have here? Na-adjust ba to? Can this be open?
No,
Hindi.
so solid glass.
Nice.
Ako na lang mag-try.
Oo. Nice. Ganda ng design, no? Napaka-simple lang. Minimalist.
Yung button ng glove box,
Saan?
it's right
Nandun
here.
din.
Control glove box.
There. Glove box. Nice. Feel mo talaga acceleration niya, no?
Instant acceleration. Pag ni-request mo, it'll give it to you.
Oh, electric eh. Okay, so right now we are testing the cruise control.
One tap.
Now we're on cruise control and we are set to maintain a speed of 50 miles per hour. Back in the Philippines, the new cars, they would call this feature as, they use the word radar cruise control. So it does not only maintain the distance that you, or the speed that you desire, it also maintains a distance from the car in front of you. It depends on what that distance is that you set. So right now, this is what, 2-3 meters. See, it's not stepping on the accelerator. So when it detects that the car ahead of you has moved on, it will automatically move as well, but at the same time maintaining a distance. See, it slows down. The car in front of us slowed down, and the Tesla car also slowed down. No driver input. Nice. So relax na pagdadrive mo dito. So perfect to actually if you're in the Manila traffic. It's like crawling conveniently in traffic. Gagapang lang siya. So hawak mo na lang manibela. Cool. So we just turned to Beltway 8. Going fast.
To cancel cruise control, just flip up. Oh. So this is a cruise control. This is the autopilot, yung steering wheel.
Okay.
I'll show it.
pag autopilot, pati steering, it will control the steering.
Yeah, semi. Because kailangan pa rin ng input ng, for safety reason, kailangan pa rin ng input ng driver just in case magka-problema. So you could also adjust the speed using yung scroll. Go up, get your change on. So now if I want to go to the right side, I'll just flip the signal light. Pag clear, the car will move itself.
Cool.
Tapos automatic ma-off na lang yung signal light sa'yo.
So sabay na din magta-turn yung signal light.
Mag-off.
Pag naka-complete na siya ng mag-change.
Yes.
Oh.
So if we're gonna go back, turn na ko ng signal.
Look.
Left side.
Woo! Galing ah. So pag may na-detect siya na car behind you, it will not continue.
So instead of also canceling yung autopilot, pwede mo din siyang labanan yung steering wheel. Watch. So it'll turn off. So total control ng driver.
Galing. The avatar. Pakita yung mga the cars that you encounter.
So if nag-swerve ka na nasa left side ka ng lane mo or right side, pag wala ka sa proper lane, maririnig mo yung mga warning na yun. Especially pag naka-autopilot ka or cruise control.
So kung medyo inaantok-antok ka, that sound will wake you up. Nice. So we're back on autopilot. See the steering wheel.
So ang gagawin ko, I'm not gonna put my hands sa steering wheel. The car will know kung matagal ka ng hindi mo hinawakan yung steering wheel. So give you this warning, that, and then yung blue. Kasi hindi ko na hinawakan
Apply slight turning force to steering wheel.
So,
and if you don't do that,
kick out ka niya.
Kick out ka niya. Because it doesn't want you to be on complete autopilot na hindi mo napapansinin yung sasakyan.
Yeah. Attention ng
Yeah. Nice. By the way, in case you didn't notice, I have a Tesla beanie and a Tesla sweater. No, I don't love Tesla. Obvious ba? Tesla, the best. So this is the rear view. This is a very familiar angle for me because I like watching the Wham Bam channel in YouTube, Tesla Cam. So, ayan. This is a Tesla battery. Look.
This is
This is the rear side of the car. This is where the rear seats are.
Yeah.
Nice.
High voltage in out, cooling system, coolant.
Ah,
Yeah.
Just like yung regular na coolant?
Yes.
Ah.
To maintain temperature kang battery.
So may nagpo-flow dyan na
Yes.
liquid coolant?
Yes. It's either to heat it up or to cool it down.
Oh. Oh, kasi kumbaga there is also an optimum operating temperature. You don't really want it to be very cold din naman.
Correct.
Just
Sa
like,
cold climate.
yeah. Parang ano din, just like a regular combustion car. You don't want it to be too cold.
Lang nag-case yan na octovalve. Kasi dakol ano. I think he's recovering the AC. There's pressure sensors, temp sensors, you know. Ito yung coolant bottle. And then the 12 volt, the brake fluids.
Nice.
That's another this dual motor, so another engine.
So connected yan doon. Yun na yung CVT niya, ano?
Yes. Yes.
Galing. So, if you noticed on the last clip, I've shown you the AC compressor because I specifically requested our SME here, our subject matter expert, to show me how is the AC compressor integrated with the motor. And I was particularly curious if the Tesla, being an electric car, still uses the same compressor, or if they innovated it with something new. So it's still the same, pareho pa rin na compressor that we see in our regular cars, regular combustion engine cars. And so pareho pa rin siya, and if you noticed, it's connected to the front motor. Another thing, if you notice, very interesting fact is there is a regular battery, diba? I mean, back in Manila, back in the Philippines, yung sikat nating Motolite or Amaron battery. So parang naisip ko, bakit may ganun? I mean, it's an electric car and it has that huge battery under the chassis. If you really think about it, yun nga, the Tesla car is not really just a car. It's a big complicated device, parang gadget, diba? So just like your cell phone, your smart cell phone or your computer, your laptop, diba, meron siyang main battery that provides power, or your cell phone, it has the main battery that provides power. Meron pa rin yung maliit na battery that provides the basic information. We call it the yun ba yung parang CMOS battery ng battery ng computer. I still remember CMOS stands for complementary metal oxide semiconductor. O, di ba? I learned that from Aaron back in college. All right, so yeah, so you have the main battery. If it dies, if it runs out, you need to charge it. So if it's completely flat, where will the computer get the basic information, diba? To run it, to operate it? So that's why there is a secondary battery that works as a backup lang. So once the engine, or once the car starts running, there is no other purpose for that small battery. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't, and try to follow our page. We will try to post as much video as we can while we are here in Houston, Texas. You all have a nice day. Bye.